Have you ever heard of the Kybalion? This ancient text is considered by many to be the foundation of Western esotericism. And although it's only 52 pages long, it contains some of the most powerful metaphysical teachings known to man. In today's video, we are going to go over what the Kybalion actually is and the 7 Hermetic Principles that it teaches. However, scholars believe that it was actually written in the early 20th century by 3 authors writing under the pseudonym The Three Initiates, but there is no historical evidence to confirm this theory. Despite its unknown origins, the Kybalion has had a profound impact on Western esoteric thought and has influenced various spiritual and metaphysical movements. It is considered to be the foundational text of Hermetism, which is a religious and philosophical system based on the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus. The Kybalion is an ancient mystical text that has been attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary alchemist and sage. This principle states that everything in the universe is in a constant state of vibration. Nothing is at rest, and everything is in motion. The Kybalion teaches that everything is vibrating, including matter, energy, space, time, and even consciousness. According to the Kybalion, these teachings were originally revealed to Hermes by an extraterrestrial being named Thoth, who is also known as the Lord of the White Lodge. Nothing exists in isolation, and everything is connected to everything else. The Kybalion teaches that opposites are really complementary, and that there are 2 sides of the same coin. Hermes then recorded these teachings in a language that was both universal and timeless, ensuring that they would transcend cultural and linguistic boundaries. This principle states that everything in the universe follows a rhythmic pattern, and that this rhythm is controlled by the law of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction, and every cause has its effect. The Kybalion teaches that life is cyclical, and that there are periods of growth and decline, of activity and rest, of expansion and contraction. The Kybalion is divided into 7 sections, each of which is dedicated to one of the 7 Hermetic Principles. These principles are: nothing happens by chance, and everything is the result of a chain of causes. The Kybalion teaches that we are responsible for our actions, and that we must take responsibility for the effects of our actions. In other words, there is a similarity between the structure of the universe and the structure of the individual. Nothing exists in isolation, and everything is connected to everything else. They provide a framework for understanding the nature of reality and the place of humanity within it, and they offer a path to personal transformation and enlightenment. The Kybalion teaches that gender is a fundamental aspect of reality, and that it is a source of creative power. The Kybalion teaches that as above, so below, and that by understanding the laws of the universe, we can also understand the laws of ourselves. In other words, there is nothing in the universe that is not a manifestation of consciousness. The Kybalion teaches that consciousness is the fundamental substance of the universe, and that all material things are simply expressions of that consciousness. Number 1, the principle of mentalism. This principle states that the universe is mental, meaning that everything is created from consciousness. Number 2, the principle of correspondence. This principle states that there is a correspondence between the microcosm and the macrocosm. Number 3, the principle of vibration. Number 4, the principle of polarity. This principle states that everything has a positive and a negative pole, and that these poles are interconnected and interdependent. Number 5, the principle of rhythm. Number 6, the principle of cause and effect. This principle states that every cause has its effect, and that every action has a reaction. And number 7, the principle of gender. This principle states that everything in the universe is and has a gender, and that these genders are complementary and interconnected. These 7 Hermetic Principles are the foundation of Western esoteric thought and have had a profound impact on spiritual and metaphysical movements throughout history. If you want to learn more about the Kybalion or the 7 Hermetic Principles, I highly recommend reading the book The Kybalion or watching my other videos on the subject.